Dean Butler of Little House on the Prairie wishes he were closer to Melissa Gilbert's age. The age gap between him and co-star Melissa Gilbert might be the one thing Dean Butler would change about his time spent filming Little House on the Prairie. At the Little House on the Prairie 50th anniversary cast reunion and festival in March, the 67-year-old actor gave people an explanation of why their age difference acted as a bit of a barrier. In the sixth-season episode Back to School, Almanzo and Laura first met. At the time, Butler was 23 and Gilbert was only 15. Later that season, in the episode Sweet 16, their characters will kiss for the first time on TV. Butler recalls the nervousness both actors felt when they filmed their kissing scene in Sweet 16, which takes place during a quiet moment at the local dance. I think that there was anxiety on both sides of that kiss and how is this going to go? But we stepped up to it, he continued. I've often said to Melissa, I wish we could have been a little closer in age when we were doing this, but that's not the way it really happened. Laura was 10 years younger than Almanzo, but from the perspective of playing it, I thought, wouldn't it be great if we could have a little more common ground, so we would have been able to play the loving side of this in perhaps a little bit more interesting way. Regardless, the scene proved to be a very tender moment that resonated with viewers and tapped into several of Little House's themes, including love and innocence. I look at this saying, oh boy, we really were pretty simple with all this, but it was beautiful simple. It was heartfelt simple. It was sort of storybook simple. And I think that's one of the reasons why people continue to love this, because it gives you this idyllic view of what a romance could be, what young love could be, Butler says, adding, because the audience loved her so much. If she'd chosen this guy, then this guy must be really good. And so I got the benefit of a lot of all of that. The audience just came right with me, because she did. Because of his portrayal of Almanzo, Butler finds he's still approached by viewers decades later who tell him he was their first celebrity crush. We all know such people, and it truly touches me to be one of those people for so many young ladies. It's satisfying, he says, adding that he wants people to feel as though they've received what they were hoping for after speaking with him. Older, a little more of me than there was back then, but that they're seeing the same thing today, that they're grasping the core truth of what I carried with me back then. That is very significant to me.